Dana Abercrombie, the Koalition. Thank you so much, both of you, for speaking to me. My first question goes to Joe. In the series, he does say that history remembers legacy. So, what do you think Sweet Tooth's legacy should be?
Oh, Sweet Tooth definitely feels that his legacy should be the end all be all greatest killer of all time. I mean, it's a singular goal. It's what he wants to be recognized for. He's found that it's really the only thing he's any good at. So, he's just trying to be the best in his field.
Okay, so for Mike, we know that Stu is basically trying to survive. This team up is not something that he really wanted. And so within that, do you feel that there could possibly be a genuine friendship despite your life always being on the line?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think Stu is just so flattered that Sweet Tooth has taken a liking to him. I think Stu, he's not the brightest, but I think he's smart enough to know that, there's not too much interesting about Stu. So the fact that someone kind of has embraced Stu and kept him alive, that means the world to him. So yeah, for sure. I think with Sweet Tooth, there is a bit of a friendship. Obviously, you see this season Stu kind of has to stick up for himself and he tries to make decisions to help them in the tournament. But, Sweet Tooth he's a one-man show. He doesn't need Stu. Stu needs him. So.
Right. So for Joe, I wanted to talk about the physicality of the role. You're doing the body movements. We do have that one eye we do get to see. So can you talk about kind of acting with the body and also with that you're very emotional, even though we don't hear your voice through the character.
A lot of it is, kind of pro wrestling experience. And I've brought up mass wrestlers, especially in this vein where, many of them have their faces covered, yet they still have to emote and garner emotion from a crowd despite that. So, I mean, it's using a lot of that. It's a lot of old pantomime, a little Charlie Chaplin here and there. At one time, I think I got stuck in a Harpo Marx strut through about 2 or 3 episodes for no apparent reason. But yeah, it's just really kind of paying credence to every word of dialogue and trying to animate it with the body.
So for Mike, thank you so much. And for Mike, I was wondering, through the growth of the character we've seen before, and now with this season, what do you think is his most proudest, not necessarily moment, but just a proudest time that he's had within season 2 that we can talk about?
I mean, for sure, I think for him, this is a spoiler alert for later episodes, but there's an accomplishment at the end of the season that I think he feels very good about, something that he thought he could never do. But I still think for Stu, it's that sort of he's proud that he's just alive, and not only alive but thriving with Sweet Tooth. I think that he's he has his first kill this year, which you see in the first episode, even though he kind of fumbles that as well. And I think to just taking steps to just survive in this apocalypse is huge for Stu, and that makes him proud. But there's one moment that he's very proud of later on that we won't spoil.
So for Joe, I wanted to talk about the mentality of Sweet Tooth when it comes to season 2, him entering in this race. Where do you feel that he is mentally wise, and is there any chance for change or growth?
No, he is dead set on his mission that, he was kind of inspired by John and Quiet in season 1, where, he realized he needs to leave the comfort and the confines of Las Vegas. He can't just be a one-town act. If he truly wants to pursue this goal of being the most renowned, greatest killer in the world, he needs to go on the road. And as he goes on the road, he starts to become frustrated because he finds, well, there's a lot of renowned killers out there in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. So, it becomes this race to try to outdo them all or hunt them down. And the tournament, it presents this great opportunity for him to kind of forego all that and, garner the acclaim that he deserves by winning it.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much for speaking to me. Excellent show. Excellent characters.
Thank you so much.